All right, everybody, we're back. Apparently Windows Update did not want us to record podcast today, but we're going to just go ahead and start over since we were only on the air for 10 minutes. Welcome to the VD Gaming Podcast. My name is Noah Kennedy, a.k.a. Stocky Like a Hawk. With me, as always, got the Destroyer and Wes Gibson.
The joking Mr. J.
About Destiny, the Rise of Iron there for a little bit. And where did we leave off? We talked about
you being a fucking scrub and never having in the galley.
Yeah.
That too.
Anyway.
And I'm gonna fuck on your face later in a private match.
Let's just go ahead and restart that whole conversation. So Rise of Iron comes out the 20th. We're gonna get new raid, new strikes, new gear. They're revamping all the old activities to make it beneficial to you to do them at current and future light levels. All the faction packages and engrams are going to be beneficial to you at whatever light level you are now, which is going to be amazing. Yeah, we're also getting Gjallarhorn back and Thorn.
Let's just not talk about the Thorn.
I'm more excited about the Thorn than the Gjallarhorn.
I'm going to let Wes go ahead and talk about Thorn for a minute.
There's nothing special about it. It's a scrub gun. It says, I suck, and I need this poison effect to kill you. And Wes likes it.
Sounds like somebody might be a little bit butthurt.
Because I know how Wes plays, and the only reason Wes likes it is because he can shoot you and hide around the corner. He can shoot you and then hide around the corner. And he knows if he comes close to killing you, you're probably going to die.
Yep.
So, what else are we looking forward to with Rise of Iron? Besides all the
bring back the racing.
That's not until December.
Are they bringing back Sparrow Racing?
Yes, the Sparrow Racing League will be coming back
in December.
It's still coming back.
Hey, it's still coming back.
Yeah, it's actually supposed to have its own game mode now. It's not supposed to be here for like a month and then gone like it was before.
Yeah, but they said that a year ago in December when Sparrow Racing came out the first time. They said, "Oh yeah, this is going to be a reoccurring thing," and we've only seen it that one time.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. And Wes, I'm going to you for this one.
Okay.
I mean, I enjoyed Sparrow Racing. I know a lot of people that did enjoy Sparrow Racing. How do you think it fits and meshes Destiny as a whole?
It's different. That's why I like it. It's a break from running around and shooting people in the face. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fun too, but there's just that once in a while where I just want to do something else. That's why I would leave some games and go play others.
So you think it belongs there?
Oh yeah.
See,
I really
wish to take Sparrow Racing and expand on it. I would like to see more than just Sparrows. I'd like them to bring back interceptors and pikes. You know what I mean? Let me customize that bad boy.
Pikes would actually be fun, actually. Interceptors not so much because they have that limited boost to them.
Give me that Need for Speed style. Let me just trick out my Sparrow all kinds of different ways. Or a pike. See, I think pike racing would be absolutely fantastic because then it's basically Mario Kart in space.
Pretty much.
You can totally take somebody out with a pike, and that would be fun.
Or just let you use weapons when you're racing your Sparrow and shoot each other. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it would go better on a pike. Because, I mean, then you got to worry about, driving and firing at the same time. And, yeah. Just let me get on a pike and blow somebody up. So, they have promised that the live events are going to be bigger and better. So what do you think we can expect from that?
Well, I know that they said that Iron Banner is changing. They didn't say what they meant by that. They didn't elaborate. They just said Iron Banner would be changing after the Rise of Iron comes out. So I'm really curious to see, because I mean, last time they said Iron Banner was changing, we got out of just Control Iron Banner and we got Clash Iron Banner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now that they've added this playlist that's specifically for solo players, I'm beginning to wonder if they're going to add a form of Iron Banner. So every time Iron Banner comes out, there's Clash Iron Banner for a team, and then there's Clash Iron Banner for solo players at the same time.
Well, what I'm reading right here is, and I'll just go ahead and quote, this is an article on Mashable. It says, the biggest and most obvious change is Saladin. The vendor that peddles Iron Banner gear in the tower when the tournament is live will be moving to Felwinter's Peak. Time and Rise of Irons, so that's where you'll visit him to collect bounties, rewards, and gear. And then paraphrasing the next two little passages. Basically, if you don't have Rise of Iron, you're not playing Iron Banner. The bounties, or the rewards from bounties, are supposed to be more generous, and the first Iron Banner after Rise of Iron launches will be the game's new Supremacy mode, which is, in a nutshell, Call of Duty's Kill Confirmed.
Yeah.
So, I was all for them leaving behind legacy consoles, Xbox 360 and PS3, because that means that they can focus on going forward. And I mean, you think about it, that's where the action is. It's on the new consoles. You know what I mean? And if they're actually going to bring a Destiny 2 anytime within the next 3 years, I mean, they need to just go ahead and drop them anyway. I get that. I don't really have a problem with them locking Iron Banner behind a $30 paywall. What do you guys think?
No, and I'm not surprised. I mean, if the story, because that's the whole point of this Rise of Iron, is to, because for the past 2 years we've had weapons that have alluded to these characters that we've never met, that we've never seen, that were the Lords of Iron with Lord Saladin, and we know that they've, from certain ghosts that we've collected and parts of the lore and the story and stuff, we know that they've been killed, that they're all dead, except for Lord Saladin, that he's the last Lord of Iron. We don't know why, we don't know how, it never said. So, to a certain extent, with them changing everything and this Rise of Iron DLC being centered around Lord Saladin and the dead Lords of Iron, and explaining that the whole point of the Rise of Iron, but the Iron Banner, is for Lord Saladin to try and find new Lords of Iron to help him go take Felwinter's Peak back. I'm okay with them locking it behind this paywall. It's part of the story now, and they're not gonna just let you know what I mean? Even if it wasn't, like, anybody else would do the same thing too. If they were gonna tie something like Iron Banner to a storyline, they're not gonna just let you play it for free if it comes out as a DLC.
Well, see, and at first when I heard that, I thought, man, that kind of sucks. I mean, locking a key component of the multiplayer out of the game just because you didn't buy the expansion. And I started thinking about it. Like, I mean, yeah, like Battlefield has expansions, but you can still get in there and you can play Battlefield if you don't own premium or, that particular DLC. You can go in right now and play Halo. And, well, granted, Halo 5 doesn't have paid DLC. Theirs is all free. But even, like, let's take Call of Duty. you know, I have Season Pass for Black Ops 3 on my PlayStation. But even if I didn't, I could still play Call of Duty. I just couldn't play the new maps. And that's why at first I was like, well, that's kind of a low blow. That kind of sucks. But then I started thinking about, like, when Taken King came out, right? How many people do you know played Destiny and to this day still play Destiny but don't have the Taken King? I know zero.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure they're out there, you know, and
not many of them.
You know, for whatever reason they didn't buy it. I mean, more power to you. I get it, but I know absolutely zero people that play Destiny to this day and don't have that Taken King expansion. So I get why they did it. I mean, obviously, you know, makes sense. It's just more encouragement for you to buy Rise of Iron, and that's cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction towards a more mature Destiny client. You know what I'm saying?
I direction in a more direct Bungie. I don't think it's. I feel like it's them doing that will allow them to focus better on the current player base. You know what I mean? So not so much for the players. I think they're doing it for themselves.
Well, they've got to keep the players in mind because, remember correctly, I mean, you guys were when Destiny first launched. Because, like I said, I mean, we didn't hook up till Taken King came around.
That's when we hooked up with you. Me and Wes hooked up
right before
House of Wolves came out.
But like when OG Destiny came out, I mean, I remember it was, look, midnight release, launch day, I'm there. We were good to go. And then, you know, probably a month after VOG came out, I mean, everybody that I played with was just ready to give up. I mean, it was like, you know, this is the biggest letdown that I've ever seen in a game. It was, you know, it's supposed to be this grandiose, you know, thing, and it turned out to be nothing. Everybody got on the hype train and, you know, didn't pay attention to where the destination was headed. And so
it's too easy.
When Taken King came out, I mean, it really, I think that saved Destiny, because it brought a lot of people back. And I mean, really the only reason I got it is because, you know, two of my friends were getting it and they needed somebody to play with because everybody they knew said, nah, we ain't going down that road again. You know, I mean, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, type of thing. So I think they learned that lesson. I think they know what they're doing. They're being a whole lot more quiet than they've ever been on information.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's to their advantage. You know, because even if it comes out and it's not everything we, you know, expected, then they're not in that boat of letdowns and failed promises given. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
it. But like I said, I mean, you know, I've everybody on this show's heard me be hard on Destiny, and I took a few months off to it, and we are in a happy place again. You know, we fixed the marriage. It's all good. And I'm ready. I'm excited. I know Wes is because he's getting his thorn back. I'm finally going to get a Gjallarhorn. Yeah. Finally getting a Gjallarhorn.
Well, it's just because they're handing the Gjallarhorn out to everybody now.
Shut up, Wes. Nobody asked you for your opinion.
Yeah. And that's... there's going to be a nerf that comes to that gun again. I guarantee it.
I guarantee it ships with
Where
a
the
nerf.
patch notes at?
Way that they give every single person a Gjallarhorn and it just becomes this OP beast. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's already going to happen. We already know it.
Yeah, dude.
And that breaks your multiplayer in half.
Now, and I said this, if you guys remember, I said this when they did the nerf to Gjallarhorn right before they came out. There was no reason for them to nerf that gun back then because they weren't bringing it into year 2 with the Taken King.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for them to nerf that gun. So I think all along they planned on eventually bringing the Gjallarhorn back. I think that was something that they had up their sleeve all along. But I don't think that they originally planned on giving it to everybody. Because all they did with that nerf a year ago was they just nerfed the damage that the Wolfpack rounds did. Each Wolfpack round did 10% less damage. So
it still did a hell of a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, you can shit on somebody with it, or shit on a boss. I didn't really use it for PvP. I used it for PvE more than anything else. But you can still shit on something with it. So now we're looking at this great weapon that has tracking and the Wolfpack rounds, which make a god-awful explosion. It's like 10 pounds of C4 going off at the same time. And what? I can't hear you.
But
anyway, so
like right now, I don't know if either of you guys read the patch notes for last week.
Pull them up.
I mean, they did a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Gjallarhorn's not mentioned in these patch notes, but Universal Remote is like the top one on the exotic weapons section. Exotic perk range bonus reduced by 75%. No longer guarantees maximum shotgun range.
Yeah, that thing's been a.
But increased fire rate.
Yeah, that thing's a nasty sniper rifle.
But
that's what people are using it for.
As a secondary effect to the increased fire rate, less damage though.
Yeah. I mean, if you pull these patch notes up.
What patch notes is it?
This is right out of the Destiny website, or the Destiny app.
Update what?
Update 2 point whatever. 2.4.0 prep for Rise of Iron.
Okay, so
if you look at this thing, and this is not only for us but for the audience, you go to Bungie.net, you pull up this update and this patch notes, you are going to see the most fleshed out weapon armor balancing that you've ever seen in the Destiny patch notes. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. They've even got quests and public events and crucible balancing, game type balancing, map bug fixes.
Where'd you guys find the patch notes at? I can't find it. Oh, never mind. I found it.
A normal Destiny patch notes, the actual patch notes are like, what, Wes, 2-3 paragraphs long?
Maybe, if that.
Okay, we fixed the quiver glitch to where, you can't jump up in the air with Celestial Nighthawk and shoot for days anymore.
Right.
And, shotguns have decreased their range by 5 yards. I mean, that's an average Bungie patch note update. This is ridiculous.
Like, I'm halfway in.
I'm scrolling through it on my screen right now. And I'm still going here. I mean, this is absolutely nuts.
Yeah. So it's about time, though.
So for those of us who play Titans, which is pretty much the three of us, is the Titan Striker class is the only thing that had anything done to it as far as the classes go.
Well, that was long coming. I mean, fuck, dude. That thing has been OP since day one. And then
many people.
No. Time out. Let's just go ahead and put this out on the record. Since the three of us all have Titans, and I think don't all three of us have all three characters max level now?
We have all three characters, but we play the Titan more than anything else.
They reduced the range of the Thorn by 25%. So fuck off, Wes.
I started as a Titan. when Destiny first launched and you were a Titan, you could go in the Crucible and you could get wrecked by anything. It didn't matter which subclass it was. I mean, Titans were, for supposedly a class called the Titan.
We were the redheaded stepchild.
They were teddy bears. I mean, they had nothing. You had your hunters. I think what was the original OP class for the hunter? Was it Golden Gun? No, Blade Dancer was OP. That's what everybody used in Crucible. And then Warlocks came around.
I did.
And Voidwalker Warlocks were just insane to deal with, and you couldn't get around it. And Titan players dealt with it, and they dealt with it, and they dealt with it, and then finally Taken King comes along. We have, a Hammer Titan. And I can't tell you how many times I got messages when, you pop that super, you start throwing them hammers, and you're finally getting somewhere, and you're finally able, as a Titan, to actually, team wipe somebody with a subclass, and everybody's butthurt. Oh, the Titan's OP. The Titan's OP. They need to nerf the Titan. That hammer's just way too powerful. Blah, 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 blah. Are you kidding me right now? Titan players for 2 years got nothing. I mean, we didn't have anything. And we finally get something. And then at the same time as we have now one subclass that's maybe a little bit powerful. Hunters get Night Stalkers, which are an absolute nightmare to deal with in the hands of the right person. And then you got, Emperor Palpatine Warlocks who just run around paying the electric bill all day. But Titans are the ones that are OP.
Yeah.
Oh.
But see, here's something to remember.
To quote Peter Griffin, that grinds my gears.
People who are smart know to fear the Striker Titan. Like, look at Bob. I've seen Bob do some ridiculous things with his Nova Warlock, right? With his Voidwalker Warlock. And even he knows that, like last night, and he kept saying it, even he knows if you see a Striker Titan running at you and he's not shooting, he's getting ready to smash your ass. You might want to get the fuck out of the way.
How many times did I do it to him last night?
I got him a good couple of times. I got you too, though, girl. I disagree with you. I think, and having played in Manda Titan as my main since day one, and specifically picking the Striker class because I enjoyed playing the Striker class, I think if you paid attention and you knew how to utilize the Titan was already OP. Because you think about it, you've got your shoulder charge. You one-hit melee somebody without trying. You got your fist of
That's
havoc.
What they messed with.
Your Titan smash. Yeah, that doesn't matter. They added a second to the charge time, which means is one step, and
it's less likely to actually hit the person too.
Yeah,
the tracking is off on it.
So you just got to line it up. No big deal. Whatever. But I think if you knew how to use the Titan, you could do just fine. I always did. I always shit on people, all over people, all the time in the Crucible. But it's the only super, aside from Golden Gun, which is a pain in the dick, it is the only super that can stop every other super in the game until the Night Stalker came out.
Yeah.
You could knock a Golden Gun out of his Golden Gun. You could kill a Blade Dancer. You could kill a Warlock as he was going to Nova Bomb you. You could kill him out of his Radiance. Now you can kill him out of his Chancellor Palpatine bullshit. You can kill a Hunter out of his Night Stalkers if he's using Quiver and he's shooting the 3 arrows. You can kill him while he's in the middle of it. You can kill other Titans while they're Hammer Titans. You can destroy a Titan's bubble. It's always been the OP super. It was the class itself that was shitty, that they could have done a little bit more work in. But when the Hammer Bros came out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, God. I loved, especially people like Bob who played as a Hunter then, who played Hunters all the time. I loved just shitting on them. Fucking hammers. Here comes a fucking hammer. This is such bullshit. What? You mad, bro? You got Hungering Blade on your little blade dancing thing that heals you. You mad because I got cauterized, homie? What's up?
Well, see, where I was going with the whole class versus class thing is, yes, what you said, a Striker Titan can take anybody out of their supercharge, regardless of what class they have. but you had to get close to them. You know what I'm saying?
Which wasn't easy for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're up against a hunter with a golden gun. Good luck. You're headshotted for days, dude. You're done. You go up against a warlock with a Nova Bomb, he's tagging you from 50 yards out. I mean, if you weren't really close to him when you hit that Fist of Havoc,
yeah,
they were still going to get you on the rebound. But when those hammers came out, boy, I'll pop hammers to go up Golden Gun or, Night Stalker, Voidwalker,
from across the fucking map.
Yeah, and I will straight up hammer sniper you. I mean, it's all day, every day. And that's what I don't like is that, finally the Titan gets some, when you can hold down a point from a distance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Titans can do that, all of a sudden, we're back again to being bad guy number one. And I just, it makes me butthurt a little bit. I'm kind of triggered, not going to lie.
But they beat the dick off of Hunters, too, there, right after. Because it was like 3 or 4 patches in a row, Hunters were getting nerfed for something.
Well, they needed to.
And then finally, they nerfed the armor of the Sunbreaker Titan, which is super gay.
Yeah, that is pretty gay. But let's see, what else are we looking at here? We got let's talk about some things. We got some public events.
Let's talk about the Fabian strategy. Fabian, whatever you want to call it.
Fabian? Okay.
A gun I've never used.
I don't know why. One, I don't know why you've never used it. Probably because you're a fucking scrub lord, especially if you mana Titan. You should definitely have that weapon. Kills now automatically reload a portion of the magazine. Increased range by 16%, and the stability was increased by 44%. So it's now a more accurate bullet hose that does a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing is going to be nasty. They added Head Seeker to No Time to Explain. Ooh.
I got a question for you guys, since we're talking about exotic weapons. Why is it? Why do you think Bungie only brings back certain weapons for year 2 and 3 upgrades?
It's because people bitch about it.
No, I don't think it's because people bitch about it. Because you got to look at it. You got to look at it from their standpoint. So, we had all these great, despite all the troubles of year 1, we had all these great weapons of year 1, right? We had the Thorn, we had the Gjallarhorn,
the Vex Mythoclast,
the Vex, the Mida, all these guns. They carried some of those over with year 2. Think about the people that they lost to their player bases, which probably slim to none, but I guarantee you there's at least a couple people out there in the world who quit playing Destiny because they didn't carry the Gjallarhorn over, or they didn't carry the Thorn over. So now, here they are, year 3, we're rolling into year 3 of Destiny, the last and final year of the original Destiny game. Destiny 2, they're leaking stuff about February, so we'll find out more around then. But now here we are going into year 3. They want to bring that player base back. Those people that they have lost, they want to bring them back. So what better way to bring those year 1 players back by saying, hey, if you come back, not only do you pay $60, which is what you originally paid for Destiny when it came out, but if you pay $60, you get the game and all the DLCs, and you get to have your weapons the whole time. It's vanilla Destiny on crack. That's exactly what it is.
But see, my thing is I just don't understand why they just don't bring all of them up. I mean, it's not that hard. It can't be that hard. I mean, and you look at the weapons they did bring back for year 2. Y'all are going to have to help me out on this, but they brought back the Mida, right?
Mm-hmm.
They bring back the Monte Carlo. They bring back the Hawk
Patience
Moon.
in Time, the Hawk Moon.
No Land Beyond. Bad Juju.
The Truth.
Red Death. Truth. What else am I missing here?
The invective.
Yeah, invective.
God, the invective.
They bring back all these, high powered. I mean, and these weapons were OP in Crucible. They just work.
Yeah.
And then you leave out the fan favorites. I mean, yeah, everybody craps on Thorn and and the Mythic class all day long, but don't lie, if you had them weapons, that's what you was using. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Wes is a Thorn boy. I was a Mythic class guy. There's no way I'm not going into an Iron Banner match without my Vex Mythic class in my hands, and didn't lose either. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to bring back all the rest of them, might as well bring back all of them. Especially since I worked so damn hard and I had to do Vaulted Glass 5 times to get a freaking exotic weapon out of the damn thing.
Hey, at least you got the Vex, man. I never got the Vex.
Really? You never got the Vex?
Nope.
I got the Vex.
Never even shot it.
I got the Vex on my PlayStation the other day, too. First run through the class. I was so happy. But what do you say we move off of Destiny here for a little bit, and let's go ahead and dive into some other stuff. What do you say?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you ready for what I'm about to throw out there?
I think so.
So maybe. Battlefield 1 is in like 3 weeks. And
see my spirit fingers? Look at this.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
The other day I was packing up my Xbox One, and I was going to take it to GameStop and go get me an Xbox One S. Just was going to do it. And then I had a sudden change of heart for some reason. And I'm glad I did, because next week you can go out and buy the Battlefield 1 Xbox S. Have you seen this thing?
No, I haven't. I seen that you could buy it next week, but I didn't look at it.
They've got the white one. They've got the 500 gig bundle, right, which is just 500 gig Xbox One S and digital copy of Battlefield 1. And then they've got a black one, which is a 1 terabyte digital copy of Battlefield 1. And then they have the 2 terabyte and straight up OD green matching controller with the early enlister digital Battlefield 1.
Oh, they can so have my money next week.
Yeah, they're totally getting my money next week. I got that massive contract that we lined up. I just got that all taken care of for Monday. That thing goes on sale Wednesday. Yeah, I definitely know where some of my money's going Wednesday morning.
So how many little old ladies are you ripping off this time?
The what?
How many little old ladies are you ripping off this time?
I'm not ripping off any old ladies. Thank you very much.
Ripping off the state of Texas.
I ain't ripping off the state of Texas either.
City of Dallas.
No.
City of Stephenville.
I'm not discussing my contracts on the air.
Yep, that's what it was. He's either Dallas or Stephenville. He's ripping them for a lot of money.
It's not ripping. Okay, listen.
It's one or the other.
Dude,
listen.
You don't tell me it's not ripping. I know you and I know your work ethic. It's probably like, you know what? I'm not going to do that today. Somebody get me a beer. And because you're so lucky, lightning will strike the fucking tree and make it fall. And you're like, yeah, I did that. Yeah. I looked at it and made that bitch fall down while I was drinking beer, butt-ass naked on the tailgate of my truck with a dip in my butthole.
Every other tree guy I know works from a bucket, and they have no skill, no artistic creativity whatsoever.
So you're Tarzan.
I'm an artist.
Cutting
the work I do is art.
Tarzan.
The work I do is art, is science. There's nobody better than me. So yes, they could spend a whole lot less money, and it could look like Asplin themselves drove through and destroyed God's gorgeous green creation. Or Van Gogh can come in, and he's a little bit more expensive. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just saying, would you rather buy a Buick or a Benz?
I don't know, it depends. Some Buicks are classy, bro, especially if it's an old Buick. Yeah,
but all Buicks are Chevy products and wind up in the shop 6 to 8 months later. So I'm just saying, spend the money, buy a Benz. You look good and it don't break down.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but all right.
Anyway, so yeah, Battlefield 1 Xbox One S comes out. They look gorgeous. Well, at least the 2 terabyte version does. I cannot wait. I want
you know
one.
What? This is a little off topic, but this show goes off topic all the time anyway, so I don't care.
No, it doesn't.
Nothing new.
Have you guys noticed how, like, back in the day with the 360, it was nothing for them to come out with a Scheme 360. There was all 3 Modern Warfare schemed 360s, or Modern Warfare 2 and 3 schemes 360s. There was Halo Reach themed 360s, Halo 4 themed 360s. There's all time you can get these 360s with different schemes on them, and you can't get a fucking Xbox One with a scheme on it. It's either black or now white. That's it.
Well, yeah. I'm looking here. I just pulled up the Xbox One bundles, right?
Right.
So the bundles they have sold is the OG Xbox One with a Kinect. They sold that gorgeous Halo 5 Xbox One. That had a color scheme. Let's see. Then we had the Xbox One Gears of War Special Edition, which was the straight up white OG Xbox One. Then we're moving into, let's see, where's the next one? Yeah, the Quantum Break. Now we're into Xbox One S. Standard white, standard white, standard white. Oh my God, I just found out they have a FIFA 17 bundle. Okay, so we got the Special Edition Battlefield 1 bundle, which is a black Xbox One S for $299. Then you got your standard version. Then you've got the OD green version. And then you've got a Gears of War version. So, I mean, it's not impossible to get a color schemed Xbox One. But yes, they are far and few between. I do agree. Because what I would like them to have is, you remember at E3 when Xbox One was first announced, and they had, what was it, like 7 different themed Xbox consoles that you could win?
Yeah.
Like a Forza one, a Gears one, a Sunset Overdrive.
Then there was the I Made This edition.
The Fallout edition. Those were banging looking consoles. I really wanted that Forza console.
I really wanted the I Made This because it was it had the signature of all the designers on the console.
Yeah. But I think you're going to start to see more and more. I mean, now that the console is getting into the middle of its lifespan, I guess you could say. I mean, we can all pretty much agree on that, right?
No, because this is only what year is this of Xbox One?
3?
We're still 2 years off because they said the Xbox One was supposed to last 10 years. So. Well.
Yeah. Okay. I can handle that, I guess.
We're still a couple years off from the middle of its life. Yes, I figure when we do hit the middle of its lifespan, we're probably going to see a lot more that you're not going to have to pay an extra $200 to get.
Yeah. I mean, because like even now, I mean, you look at, and I know you guys hate it when I bring them up, but I mean, Sony does it for practically every big AAA title release that comes out. I mean, you can get the.
That's why they're not as awesome. Because Sony does it for every swinging dick that comes through and says, "Here, we'll let you put our game on your console."
Yeah, but I mean, admit it, you'd totally rock a white and black Xbox One, wouldn't you?
Actually, no, I wouldn't. But if they made like a pretty awesome Tomb Raider Xbox One or PlayStation One that had Lara Croft half naked on top of it, I'd totally rock it.
But
true.
So, yep. So Battlefield's getting some bundles. Those are going to be sexy.
Battlefield's getting more than bundles.
Yeah, Battlefield's about to get all my freaking money.
And all my time.
So today we're supposed to get some information on how involved Conor McGregor is with Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. They're gonna get my money too. Jesus Christ.
I know. I said, what did I tell you? No, I'm not getting into Infinite Warfare. I won't play Call of Duty anymore. I already got blackouts. I got suckered back into that. I ain't doing that.
Shut up. All right, shut your fucking whore mouth. I don't
care. And then Conor McGregor comes out. Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Who comes out and
Don't come at me with your bullshit. It's just because I want to see Conor McGregor be the good guy and Jon Snow be the bad guy. Shut
look
the
at this.
fuck up.
This tweet from Conor McGregor. When the biggest need the baddest to do work, I answer the call. Keep an eye on at Call of Duty tomorrow. And it shows a little picture of him in his little Call of Duty getup. I mean, this is ridiculous. No, I'm not happy with this at all. Because I didn't want to spend $60 on freaking Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, so supposed to see some more of that stuff. Let's see what else we got coming out here. BioShock Collection came out.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I get paid next week, I'm still getting this shit.
I'm probably gonna go pick it up this afternoon. I haven't decided yet.
Dude.
But that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me see. Madden came out. FIFA's out next week, and I can't wait.
Hashtag boycott the NFL.
What though?
Right. Hashtag FIFA's life.
Hashtag fuck Colin Kaepernick.
That guy's a scrub. I'm not even going to talk about him.
Fuck Brandon Marshall.
We're not even getting into that conversation.
No, because I'm going to go on for 3.5 hours about that, and I'm not doing it. But, yeah, maybe we got some stuff coming out. Winter is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Game of Thrones goes next soon too, boys.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I thought it didn't come back till April.
No, it should
October.
be. Yeah.
It's October?
It's either October or November.
Because it's supposed to start.
I know that new Westworld show comes out in a couple weeks.
The next season of Game of Thrones is supposed to start within a week or two of The Walking Dead.
It's like October 20th or something like that. I think is when the first episode.
I think that's what it was,
back.
yeah.
Let's see, what are we on here? We're on
season 7. I just want to watch Jon Snow just cleave everybody in half.
Game of Thrones season 7.
No, just wants to watch more of his Khaleesi.
He is the star of. Are we still gonna watch that every Sunday together in an Xbox Live Party?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of our thing. That's what we do.
A fangirl in the episode goes up. Oh my god! Did you guys see that? Middle of the episode.
Hey, that made
like pause! Everybody, pause your shit now. Pause it. What? No.
Pause! I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh my god! Did you guys just see that?
We're all in the party together, but we have each other muted so that we don't hear anybody.
Oh man.
That was definitely fun times. I can't wait to do that again. I think we need to do that with Westworld too, because that looks good.
What is Westworld?
Westworld is it's that old Michael Crichton book from the 80s, where it's like this theme park that it's kind of like in your dreams. And all the people in the theme park are artificial intelligence, and they start waking up and coming to life.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's got Anthony Hopkins, so how can you not watch it?
Touche.
Yeah, that one's going to be good for sure. So, yeah. You guys going to go see Snowden on Friday?
I might, actually.
I don't think so.
Not sure yet.
Wife and I are going Saturday. I know that.
I might just go watch it.
It's date night this week. It's my turn to pick the movie.
Why are you going to go watch Snowden?
Because I want to see it.
Like...
Because you're a scrub?
Nah.
Of all the movies, you want to go watch Snowden.
Right.
Well, I could go see the new Disney movie, but I mean,
why the fuck not?
I'd rather not.
Why? What the fuck you got against a Disney movie?
I will tell you one thing. I was actually rather excited when my youngest turned movie theater age, because then you had an excuse to go back and see Disney movies again.
Bro, I've been using my son as an excuse to watch all the animated Star Wars cartoons because he loves watching them. So I'm just like, I'll sit down in my bedroom and I'll turn the TV on and start watching them. And he'll come watch like one episode and then he goes and starts playing again. But I'll sit there and watch like 10. My wife's like, "Why are you still watching this?" I'm like, "Oh, Raylan was just in here watching it, and he just left to go get something to eat or aggravate your mom." So yeah, it was just still on, and I didn't get up to turn it off yet. Shut up! I'm trying to listen to what Obi-Wan's saying. Be quiet for a second.
That's like Rain in Pokemon. Like when Pokemon Go came out, and my 6-year-old decided, oh, I gotta play Pokemon Go, and she started watching Pokemon on Netflix and YouTube. She was like, "Hey, Daddy, will you watch Pokemon with me?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, but we got to start over from the beginning because
yeah,
I don't want to be left out. I want to be on the same spot with you." And so then, like, my wife would get home from work, and she's sitting there looking at me like, "Are you seriously watching Pokemon right now?" And I was like, Don't judge me.
Rain wanted to. I swear this wasn't me.
It's all her fault. I blame her.
Yeah.
Cat.
Blame the toddler.
Squirrel.
I don't know what's going on right now. But yeah, no. So that's. I even totally used her as an excuse to buy Pokemon Y for my 3DS a couple months ago.
You would.
I used it being a good exercise for my wife as an excuse to get my wife to download it and start playing it, and then I used that as an excuse to get my wife to watch the cartoons.
Yes. See, guys, there is a way around it. You've just got to be able to use your head.
You have to be creative.
Exactly.
Because my wife was making fun of me for playing Pokemon Go, and I was like, well, hey, sometimes you have to walk fucking like 30 miles to get one egg to hatch. If you get that egg and you walk that distance, that's really good for you. My wife was like, I guess I can download it and give it a try. And yesterday she looked at me. I was so proud of her. She looked at me. She goes, and August turns into a gloom, right? And I was like, I love you. Let's go have sex. I was so happy. I was so proud of her. And then she kind of just.
Speaking of Pokemon Go, that update came out.
Which one?
The buddy
you got
update?
Your buddy Pokemon now. Yeah.
You got what?
Yeah, you can select one of your Pokemon. It'll appear with your avatar in the game. And supposedly, as you walk around with your buddy, you gain Pokemon candies for that Pokemon.
Yep.
We fixing to figure this shit out right now.
And I have been told that if you actually use Pikachu, and I'm going to go ahead and try this out right now just for confirmation, as your buddy, that it will walk with you and appear on your screen.
So it's perfect for you if you have a Magikarp. Walk X amount of distance, get some candies, and you'll be slightly closer to getting your
Gyarados.
400 candies you need for the fucking Gyarados, man.
Jesus Christ. Magikarp.
How do you...
Is that Magikarp still at the White House?
Maybe.
That little 10 CP Magikarp named Donald Trump?
I thought that was hilarious.
Buddy?
Well, number one, you got to download the update.
I'm pretty sure I did this morning. Because my phone 40 updates this
Then
morning.
you click on your avatar, click the little menu button, hit buddy, and then you pick one. But yeah, that's about it.
So for my Charmander, I'm going to walk around with my Charmander so I can get myself a Charizard.
Nice. But yeah, no, this is yeah, Pokemon.
God damn, it's the one Pokemon fucking fun around here. Goddamn Charmander.
So Anything else we want to talk about?
I don't know. I think I'm about good, honestly.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to sleep, dog.
I think we've.
You're always ready to sleep.
Yeah, lazy
Shut your
bastard.
fucking mouth.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything that's relative to this week. I know.
Pretty much.
Next week we'll have lots of Rise of Iron talk.
Oh, day one in that raid, though, boy.
Think if we can get it worked out, what we're going to do is stream the podcast while playing Rise of Iron. What do you think?
Maybe.
So you want to do a live stream of the podcast while we fangirl on Destiny?
Yeah, and instead of doing it like we normally do, we'll just have the podcast on Twitch. I mean, we'll still pull the audio and we'll get all that taken care of, but we'll
I'm okay with people seeing me fangirl. It's fine.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll get that set up. We'll post the we'll post anything like that up on the Facebook page. So
yeah,
I guess we're gonna go ahead and sign off from here. Till next week, guys. This has been the Veteran Degenerate Gaming Podcast.
See you on the flip side.
Yeah, see you on the flip side. Check out the rest of the episodes. If this is the first time you've ever been with us, send us an email at veterandegenerategaming@gmail.com. Let us know what you like. Twitch.tv/veterandegenerategaming for our Twitch streams. We do post Twitch streams up to the YouTube channel after they've stopped, and random other videos that are in the works. And we will see you guys next week.